Hey folks, welcome to my winning circle where the log of winning lottery is put directly in your hands. I'm your host Swavo, and today we'll talk a little bit about how the whole thing works. I am assuming it's gonna come sooner or later where people are gonna port to the website seeing that it works in one way or another. And those unhappy people, and are always going to be unhappy people, are gonna claim that we're just trying to scam people and so on. There's no such thing. Uh, right off the bat, I value honesty and I value greatly integrity. That's what I've been taught since I was little. I come from Europe. You can hear accent in my voice, no doubt about it. Okay, and understand that everything that we're doing with the website is derived off of the logic that I wrote. Okay, the idea came when I was once at the gas station. Mega Million was at 530 million, I remember, and my mom asked me to go buy her a ticket. I said I would never play lottery, and I met this older gentleman who, after talking to me for 30 seconds, changed my mind. So here it is. I basically take the numbers, paste them for whatever game I want in these couple of fields. I also have a field for pick three that I used to play all the time. And because I was very successful in pick three, I decided to give it a chance for the bigger ones. And certain logic pulls the numbers. Okay. Um, so this is the base, so to speak. This came to be as one of the first things I ever created. As you take the numbers listed on the Illinois Lottery website and you go down and you fish out the duplicates going from the top to the bottom and you black them out. This is how the grids look like prior to each drawing, and the green fields are where the numbers got drawn from. Okay, and there's some statistical stuff happening here and tells you how many numbers in each column and so the certain other things. Doesn't matter. Um, it's not so easy talking about it all without giving out the valuable details that make it up. And since I cannot put patent on it, according to patent office, it's like they was told it's more of a formula for Coca-Cola. They guard it rather than having a patent on it and other uh, corporations using it for their own benefit. I cannot do the same thing with. I cannot put a patent on this one. So I'm not gonna get into certain details if I can't. Just excuse me, okay? But that being said, so this grid, I don't mind giving this grid out to you guys if it's helpful in one way or another. It's pretty cool. There's a little, really cool section here. It shows you fields from which the numbers got drawn from the most over the past 55 drawings. So look at that. This field was 11 times active over the past 55 drawings. So this one here, 11 out of 55. That is incredible. That's 20%. If you pick the number from here, every single drawing, 20% of the time, you would have hit that number. Incredible. Of course, it all changes. Anyway, that being said, let's go down to the main sheet, which is this one. Yeah, that's some leg, isn't it? So every section has about 400 columns, and that allows me to look at a really large chunk of data. You guys are limited on the website to 120 drawings. Each drawing is represented as one field or one column. Um, that being said, if you wanna scroll a little bit, there you go. As you see, these actually are created off of a very complicated logic. And it's all based off of these couple of fields. And the green pattern is based off of what's happening between red and blues. Blues are here, and so on and so on. But the main reason why I'm showing you this is to show you how these numbers get decoded, because people are gonna say, oh, you're just giving us random numbers and stuff like that. That's not actually true. So if we were to take a look at what happened recently with Powerball number 1, you see this beautiful symmetrical figure here that showed up. You could have predicted that 0 was going to come out for pattern number 230, right? So there's my decoding tool that I created, and there's number 1, and then there's the pattern 230, and you'll see all the choices for that number pop. But that's a lot of numbers, right? Even though you narrow them down, that's a lot of numbers. Okay, so therefore you go and pick either blue or red. Let's just pick blue 2. So something very simple, and that would be symmetrical, as you see here. 331, right? 331. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that beautiful beast over here. Anything further down that we could see, the further down you go on the blue one, the more genetic it becomes. And that's why going all the way down is irrelevant. That's because of the logic that he wrote. Let's pick this one. 431. 431. Okay. 431. And we're gonna get a bunch of numbers. And look at that. Within these numbers, there's the number that came out, which is number 5, right? For that matter, if you pick only from the spread of from this column with the spread of 3 from 0 to 2 of any of them, you're not gonna get as lucky or as many. You're gonna get a lot of choices in compared to as if you picked from something like this, right? So if you go 3, 5, 1 over here, look what's gonna happen if I pick 3, 5, 1. Boom, 5 and 19 only. See? So, well, that's number 1. How about we pick number 2 and see if number 2 would get derived correctly if we picked correctly patterns for number 2. There is our number 2. Look at this pretty thing that showed up here and here. Interesting. Oh, look at this. That is interesting. But let's go to R2 because it's also available on the website. Let's see if we can pick something from R2. Kind of looks like blue 2. Let's pick something. Something different than what we have. Oh, look at this. Look at this pretty 732. We're gonna go here, red 2, 732, right? And then we're gonna go to blue 2, and we're gonna pick something simple. We could pick this one to make it easy. That's more like it. 330. 340. Look at that. 340 was fairly easy to pick as well. Let's pick 340. 340. And look at that. So we skip 1 because 1, if 1 came out, there is no for number 2. Then what will come out for number 1? 0 is not one of the numbers we can play in Powerball or Mega Million. So 1 cannot be as number 2. I'll change the logic that you see above here to comment it out, so to speak. But that being said, those are our choices. So we got 4 choices. So we got 2 choices over here, and then we got 4 choices over here. So that gives us 8 total possible combinations. if you played those 8 combinations, you would hit number 1 and 2, because at some point you would play 5 and 25, and those were the choices. Those were the numbers that came out during last drawing, where somebody won 290 some millions or something like that in New Jersey or New York. So I hope that gives you some sort of idea of how you decode the numbers, that it's derived off of logic rather than something that we make up. I hope that it'll build your trust a little bit with what we're doing, and the service we will try to provide you guys in the future. The bottom line is, if you pick 12 patterns correctly and narrow them down to some extent, you'll have all the 6 numbers and you'll be able to win the lottery. Okay? Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time, and see you guys soon. I hope you all have Happy New Year. Peace.